bespoke radio for the masses.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
If the game is rigged, change the game. Game changer.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
This is Fade to Black with your host, Jimmy Church, on the Game Changer Radio Network and KGRA, the Global Radio Alliance.
I need your help to get to the year 1985.
You're listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Good evening, Fade to Black, bespoke radio for the masses. Yeah. How you doing? Today's Monday, February 7th, 2022. Let's do this, man. Days into the new year, only 327 days left. We are live from a bunker somewhere in the middle of nowhere. A total undisclosed location. But it is beautiful. I would like to welcome everybody listening all around the world, all across the United States. Hither and thither, to and fro, back and forth, up and down, east and west, north and south, far and near. This is Fade to Black for KJCR, the Game Changer, and UnX Networks. I am your host, Jimmy Church. All right. What is going on tonight? Tonight is our annual Conscious Life Expo Recap Special. We do it every single year. Every single year. So we're going to do that tonight. I've got pics. I posted some videos up in social media, and I'll tell you where you can go and check those out too as well. And I might bust those out on time permitting onto YouTube tomorrow, and you can check them out there. And it was just a fantastic weekend. I made it back in time for the show. And I'll say this about this morning. This morning was after 3 days, I'm going to blame this on Linda Moulton Howe. 3 days of staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning talking, and did it again last night. And oh man, whew. So there was that, and then staying up till 2, but having to get up at 8, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, you do the math. That's 4 or 5 hours of sleep. You're running on adrenaline. It's just so much fun. But anyway, today I had to check out of the hotel and get here for the show tonight. And I forgot to set my alarm. And my eyes popped open at 11 a.m. I looked at the clock. I went, what? So I missed all. I planned on having breakfast this morning with friends and saying the proper goodbyes and walking around. None of that happened. And finally got out of the hotel, have to pack and bellman and get to the car. And by the time all of that happened, it's 1:30, closing in on 2. I've got a 90-minute to 2-hour drive in front of me. I've got the show tonight, which means the reverse has to happen. all of that today. In other words, unpacking, getting ready, this, that, the show. Just wow. So I have not stopped since last Thursday. And if you include Fade to Black and behind that, it's been insane. But I am so happy to be here tonight to do a recap of the weekend. Now, the way this is going to work tonight, I've got a bunch of scheduled tweets, just like I do. It's no different tonight than every previous year. So those are going to bust out. There's 4 images in each one, and those are going to go through. I'll tell you guys what is happening with those and some stories behind that. If you were at the Conscious Life Expo, post your pictures in hashtag F2B. Normally, by this time, Brad Harris has sent me his images, and he was just taking excellent pictures all weekend. I didn't get those yet. He's been posting some in social media, and I know he's listening now. So, Brad, just go ahead and post your stuff. Don't send it to me because I won't be able to do it at this point. But Brad should be posting his stuff up into Twitter at hashtag F2B. And if you were there, post your pictures in hashtag F2B as well. I kind of went around, and there was a few things that I forgot today, and in my very limited time. I had a bunch of images that were texted to me from different people at the conference. I didn't get a chance to pull those down, and that includes, like, Paula Harris. I didn't get your images off my phone, and others, right, that came in. I didn't get those, but we took some great pictures with Jacques Vallée and stuff, and those didn't happen. But anyway, got a lot of images to post tonight, so we'll go through all of that. And tomorrow night here on the show, Debbie Ziegelmeyer is here. Debbie Ziegelmeyer, and she's got a new book out. This is the first time she's been on the show, but I've known Debbie for a while. But she's here to discuss her new book, which is The Alien Colonization of Earth's Waterways. That's right, UFOs and USOs tomorrow night here on Fade to Black. Wednesday night is ready to go. We just didn't finalize a couple of things this afternoon, but it will be done tomorrow. And so we'll update the website and announce Wednesday night. And then, of course, Thursday is another Fader night with open lines all night long. 747-228-2051. If you were at the Conscious Life Expo over the weekend, please give me a call tonight. Want to hear from you. 747-228-2051. Only if you were at the Conscious Life Expo. If you weren't at the Conscious Life Expo, don't pick up the phone. Because if I go, hi, you're live on Fade to Black, and you were not at the Conscious Life Expo, you're going to get hung up on. That's right. I haven't done that in a while, but I'll do it tonight. If you're at the Conscious Life Expo, give me a call, 747-228-2051, and we'll start picking up the phones at the bottom of the hour. All right. Oh, and I get gifted lots of stuff, and it's let me. Can we just talk? One of the coolest things that you can do with somebody else is gift them something. Bring them a gift. And then the other, probably cooler than giving the gift, is receiving the gift. And I just love going to conferences and having friends come up and say, here, this is for you. And I have a pile of stuff here that I got at the Conscious Life Expo. And yeah, Now, I'm not going to just, I don't know if I could tag names and draw in a big story behind everything, because that would take you should see what's sitting over here. I mean, it's like this, right? Okay. So, but I'm going to, if I have time, I might not be able to get through everything. We have Thursday night too. We have Fader night. And I have some other stuff that I didn't get a chance to unpack too as well. So, but I have some stuff here, and I want to share that with you tonight as well. Time permits. I might just spread it out throughout the night. Okay. So follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. At JChurchRadio. Follow me right there at JChurchRadio. And where am I at? At JChurchRadio. Hashtag F2B on Twitter is the sandbox. You can hang out there too as well. And let's get to some pretty crazy breaking news. Oh, you know what I didn't do all weekend besides follow any news? Didn't do it. All right. I didn't answer a single email. And probably worse than that, I didn't read a single email until today. And out of everything that is sitting in my inbox, I read like 2. I have got to get caught up. So if you have sent something you're waiting for me to respond or whatever, I'll get to it. But no, I didn't do anything all weekend long, and I am backed up. Speaking of that, let's get to the breaking news, because the IRS is in the breaking news, and I'm part of this breaking news because the IRS today said it will stop using face recognition technology to authenticate taxpayers when they create online accounts. The decision comes amid a backlash from privacy advocates, taxpayers, and lawmakers against the image-based system for verification company ID.me. ID.me. The IRS said they would shift away from the use of the facial recognition technology, and it will occur over the coming weeks to avoid disruptions during tax filing season, which is already facing a backlog of returns and paperwork. The plan had drawn criticism among civil liberties advocates and ordinary taxpayers over concerns that the system, which requires users to upload their ID and submit a selfie or video chat with an agent, could provide troves of personal information to hackers. Now, I had already had an account with the IRS. And a couple of months ago, I signed in to do a couple of things that were sitting there, and I couldn't log into my account. And I thought it was just maybe the password or thing. And then I had to do this ID me. And this facial recognition system was the creepiest. And not only the way that they did it, the software, and they do this scan down your face, which I think is just an animation. I don't think that is real. But anyway, so you're going through this, and I think you do have to shoot a video, and that gets uploaded, and other things too. It didn't stop there, but it was creepy, and I didn't dig it. It felt really strange to me. I was very offended, and I'm very happy that it's ended, but I'm already signed into the system. So what do they do with all of that data now? I mean, they got me. And I thought about that, man. Did they just, is this now in a database for anybody to use inside of the government? Yeah, it was wrong. I feel like suing somebody. I really do. I want that data scrubbed. All right. Using novel polymerization process, MIT chemical engineers have created a new material that is stronger than steel and as light as plastic and can be easily manufactured in large quantities. The new material is a two-dimensional polymer that self-assembles into sheets, unlike all other polymers, which form one-dimensional spaghetti-like chains. Until now, scientists had believed it was impossible to induce polymers to form 2D sheets. Such a material could be used as a lightweight, durable coating for car parts or for cell phones, or as a building material for bridges or other structures. And all of this comes from Michael Strano, the Carbon PT Dubs Professor of Chemical Engineering at MIT and the senior author of the new study. It's absolutely incredible. I've seen the pictures. The International Astronomical Union, the IAU, has launched a new center to fight the threat of satellite megaconstellations, which it now describes as worse than urban light pollution. The Center for Protection of the Dark and Quiet Sky from Satellite Constellation Interference will be run jointly by the UK headquartered Square Kilometre Array Observatory Organization and the U.S. National Science Foundation's National Optical Infrared Astronomy Research Laboratory. Wow. Both of these organizations are dealing firsthand with the fallout of the mega constellation boom. The next generation observatories, these two institutions are currently developing one, the world's largest radio astronomy array built by SKAO on two sites in Australia and South Africa, and NOAA Labs' Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile. Both will have their observations compromised by the satellite interference. These organizations revealed everything previously in separate statements. Now, NASA's asteroid monitoring system has been upgraded so it can scan the entire night sky once every 24 hours for potentially hazardous space rocks that are headed our way. The Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, it's called ATLAS, is essential for tracking of asteroids and debris that could be on a collision course with Earth, and it is operated from the Institute of Astronomy at the University of Hawaii. ATLAS began as an array of just two telescopes in Hawaii, but it has now expanded to include two telescopes in the southern hemisphere, giving it a complete view of the sky with a total of 4. Let's get this show cracking. Happy birthday to today, Chris Rock. That's right. Chris Rock today is 56 years old. Ashton Kutcher today is 43. Is he still with Demi? Are they still together? They were married, right? James Spader today is 61 years old. On this day in history, 1964, the Pan Am Yankee Clipper Flight 101 from London Heathrow lands at New York's Kennedy Airport with the Beatles. And Beatlemania arrives. Fader fact. Fader fact. That's right. They ran the data on this one because back in 2012, Wanting a Dad was the 10th highest requested Christmas gift by children in the UK. Yeah. There you go. Tonight we're doing our annual Conscious Life Expo Recap Special. Tomorrow night, Debbie Ziegelmeyer joins us. For the first time, we're going to be discussing her new book. It's called The Alien Colonization of Earth's Waterways. That's right, UFOs and USOs and that underwater activity. That is tomorrow night. Wednesday, we've got it ready to go. It's not quite buttoned down, but we'll get everything updated tomorrow. You just stay right there. I'll keep you posted. And then Thursday night is another Fader night with open lines all night long. Tonight we're doing our 2022 Conscious Life Expo Recap Special. And if you were at the Conscious Life Expo, I'd like to hear from you. 747-228-2051. Only if you were at the Conscious Life Expo, okay? None of those phone calls. Welcome back. It's so good. No. Going to get hung up on. Don't need that tonight. Too much to talk about. Yeah. All right. Where am I at? Oh. River Moon Coffee. Fade to Black blend. That's right. RiverMoonWellness.com, Fade to Black blend, game changer blend. We've got all kinds of great wellness products there, and go check it all out over at RiverMoonWellness.com. All right, banners are over at JimmyChurchRadio.com. Now, I just got back. Okay, so I want to talk about two things before I run out of time. First thing. Smiling faces. Now, I don't know what the attendance numbers, the final tally, actually, it's none of my business, but I don't know what those numbers are. But there were thousands of it, not thousands of people at the Conscious Life Expo. We've just come off of this pandemic. Technically, some will say we're still in the middle of it. I think we're at the tail end of this. I really do. And certainly by the turnout for the Conscious Life Expo, I think everybody's just as exhausted as I am. And they were happy to be there. Nothing but smiling faces. Nothing. I mean, I have to talk about this. Walking around and seeing the joy, the uplifted spirits, and everybody just wanting to talk and smile and say, how you doing? It was incredible. Incredible. Now, I posted up Master of Ceremony. And so I was the Master of Ceremony all weekend, and I was certainly doing just that. I felt the ceremony, and I was able to go up on stage all weekend and look out at these faces, and then walk down the halls and see the smiling faces, and go down to the lounge, go down to the lobby and walk through smiling faces, the vendor area, the smiling faces. And it was so much fun. And I constantly made comments to everybody about this because I think everybody felt the same way that I did, which was we're enjoying the smiling faces. And zero drama. The only drama that we had all weekend, at least me personally, was somebody came up to me and stole a cup of coffee right out of my hand and walked away. And that was bizarre. And I had a witness too. We sat there. We said, that was this. I said, you know what? Here at a conference like this, which is nothing but the strange, and the wonderful, right? You expect that, but that was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. If we have time, I'll tell the whole thing. And wow, that was insane. But the smiling faces. The second thing is I like to learn. And last night after the conference is over, I had some friends come up to me very excited saying that I had to go and, how do I say this? with thumbprints and do Indian palm leaf reading. I'd never heard of it. And the process behind it and what it is and the story behind it, I'd never heard of it. And I remember, so I get the whole background. I'd never heard of it or the process or how it was done. And thousands of years ago, this happened and things. And we're going to talk, I'm just now learning about this. But it's fascinating. And yes, I did it. So I'm registered, and as this thing, it's going to take a couple of months. But after this thing happens, I'm going to take everybody through the process and my personal experience with this. But I turn to somebody that seems to know everything about everything, and that is Sid Goldberg. So Sid is sitting at the table. We've got about 10, 15 people there, and we're all talking about this Indian palm leaf reading, and I just did my thumbprints, and this is last night. And I turned to Sid. I said, Sid, Indian palm leaf, what is that? And I said, Sid, do you know everything? I've never heard of this. What is it? And we started to take him through, and he was blown away. It's like, no. And Sid got up, and he went. And so he registered too as well. Thumbprints. So what is this? I'm learning something for the first time, and wow, my mind is blown away. And if everything happens for those friends of mine that have gone through and had this done, and what they are sharing with me, if I get a small piece of that, it's going to be amazing. And so I will get back to you, but this is something that you should do some research into. The story behind it is so fascinating. All right, so I wanted to get that out of the way. Let's get to the show. Tonight is our annual Conscious Life Expo Recap Special. Now, if you've got pictures that you took, I want to see them, post them up, and hashtag F2B. It's right there. We got some stuff popping up here already. Okay, I'll get the retweets going. Pop it up there at JChurch Radio, hashtag F2B. I'll be posting pictures all night long. Brad Harris better be in the mix. He better be posting his stuff because he and Michelle snapping pictures all weekend long. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. This is Fade to Black. Tomorrow night, Debbie Ziegelmeyer is here with her new book, The Alien Colonization of Earth's Waterways. That's right, UFOs and USOs tomorrow night. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. I'll be right back after this short break, and I'll tell you all about the Conscious Life Expo. I'll be right back. Stay with me.
This is Nicole Church, daughter of you-know-who, and you're listening to Fade to Black on JimmyChurchRadio.com and the Game Changer Network.
You're listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
You're listening to Jimmy Church, Fade to Black.
Fade to Black will now pause for alien identification.
The station that talks the net.
Introducing the Game Changer blend from River Moon Coffee that delivers a customized blend made specifically for the Fadernauts. If the game is rigged, change the game. It's a bolder cup with some bite. Game Changer is the coffee of choice for those that prefer an organic dark roast that is slightly lighter and milder, but it's still dark. With wild notes of pecans and chocolate with a rich, balanced, full-bodied cup that is roasted to perfection for a great coffee to start your day, as an after-dinner coffee or anywhere in between. Artisan, small batch roasted to perfection. USDA certified organic, all River Moon coffee is freshly roasted and packaged in the USA. Just go to rivermooncoffee.com or click on the banners over on our site and use the promo code F2BBLEND for 15% off of your order today. rivermooncoffee.com.
This is the only way forward.
This is Fade to Black. Make contact.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and you can get our podcast for just $2 per month. All you have to do is click on the podcast banner over at jimmychurchradio.com.
Hi, folks. It's troubling times, and fear is pushing emotions, which in turn pushes health the wrong direction. Do you ever get an ache because life is uneasy? Try Life Change Tea at gettheti.com. Life Change Tea works on your digestive tract, helping to move food through quicker and comfortably so your health is spot on. Life Change Tea may not help with world issues, but it will help with your digestive issues. A glass a day helps keep the intruders away. So, change your life today. Log on to gettheti.com. That's gettheti.com. If your health game is off, get on by ordering Life Change Tea. Gettheti.com. And while you're on our site, look around at the great non-GMO organic supplements. And if you're a sales shopper, go to our specials page and see what's for you. I've been drinking the tea for 12 years and I'm sure glad for its health benefits. Again, that's gettheti.com. Gettheti.com. The tea that makes you go.
The new KUNXDB, the UNX Network, bringing you the best in paranormal programming in premium high-definition streaming audio and video. Log on to the network at unxnetwork.com and check out the growing lineup of programs, including Jimmy Church, Whitley Strieber, Micah Hanks, and many more. Sign up for the free UNX newsletter, follow the UNX blog, or pick up the latest edition of the UNX magazine. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. So check us out at unxnetwork.com. Tap the show page and the calendar so you never miss your favorite live shows and podcasts. We are your portal for all things paranormal. The X, explaining the unexplained.
9 out of 10 geneticists agree.
Fade to Black is not your father's radio show on the Game Changer Radio Network.
Hi, this is Rob Reiner from Anvil, and you're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com.
What's up? I'm Chris. What up? This is Kyle Manson, and you're listening to Jimmy Church Radio.
All right, welcome back, Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. Tonight is our annual, we do this every year, our annual Conscious Life Expo Recap Special. If you weren't there, next year, if you weren't there, we're going to share all of it vicariously. You can live the weekend through us here tonight, but you need to make plans for next year if you've never been. And one of the cool things, the highlights for me this weekend, I'm going to tell the coffee story here. I'm going to start off with that. I'm going to start off with the end because that happened yesterday morning. But Lisa Reed came down with her daughter, Sky. And I haven't seen Sky in probably 25 years, and now she's a doctor of veterinary medicine. She's 30 years old. She's dynamic and smart and opinionated. Just an absolutely amazing young woman. And so Lisa and Sky show up, and that made the weekend really special for me, and you know, getting them introduced into our circle of friends, and they're fully in the car now. They're in the back seat, the car door is shut. But so yesterday morning, I go to breakfast with Lisa and Sky, and before the breakfast, I went over to Starbucks. Had to. No River Moon coffee there, and we're there. I get a large drip. The big, what are the, venti. And I go over to the restaurant and we sit down for breakfast. And after the breakfast, I get up and we say goodbye. So they're going somewhere. They're going to go see somebody speak. And we split. I leave my coffee on the table. I took my breakfast, which I didn't have a chance to finish. So I got a box for that. This is part of the story. And I throw the breakfast into the box, and then I split. And about 5 minutes later, I went, oh, man, I forgot my coffee. And I just bought that, waited in line 30 people deep, and I thought, oh, they already cleared the table. The restaurant was busy. My notes were left on the table. I was totally bummed. But I had to go at that moment to work. So I thought, man, I got to dash back to Starbucks. So I dash back to Starbucks and I buy another venti, large coffee. And I get that. And I'm walking out. And as I walk out and I'm heading over to the elevators, I walk by the restaurant and I look in and there's our table. They hadn't cleared it yet. And there's my large coffee, which means my notes are there. And a couple of other things. So I walk into I go up and I get the other coffee. Now I've got Starbucks. I got my breakfast under my arm. I got 2 large brand new coffees, hot, great. And I get my notes and I put those in my pocket. And now I dash upstairs and I make a quick, I was going to stop by my booth and stash the breakfast somewhere underneath the table, including the extra cup of coffee. So anyway, I come in and Gail Thackeray's assistant, she's over there, and she goes, good morning, Jimmy. And I said, good morning. She goes, how you doing? I said, I am great because I got 2 large hot coffees and breakfast. I'm great. And at that moment, this cranky lady walks up to me and says, I want that coffee. I said, excuse me? She goes, I want that coffee. I said, what? And I lean over and I'm looking at Gail Thackeray's booth. She's looking at me like, what did she just say? And she reaches out and takes the coffee out of my hand and walked away. Angry. Didn't say thank you. And I said, did that just happen? She goes, I heard every word of it. That was crazy. I said, it was. It was like, what? Just like that. There was nothing more, nothing less. And yeah. And I had to go. I had to split. I had to go to, and I put the breakfast down. And I just got to turn around and I'm thinking, that is, out of everything this weekend, I've had so much fun, so much strangeness, so much of this. That was crazy. She took it out of my hand. Obviously not a fan of the show. Probably didn't know who none of that. Because somebody would have said, Jimmy, can I have your coffee? I know you like your coffee dark. So do I. Can I have, you have 2. Is it okay? I don't, right? No. I want your coffee. And took it out of my hand. Yeah. Yeah. So she's not listening right now. She has no idea. So there you go. That really happened. Next, okay, so as we get ready to kick all of this stuff off, one of the gifts that I got, let me see if you can see this. I'm going to hold this up to the camera. Maybe I should take it off. This was gifted to me from Sydney Thackeray. The chain is mine. But look at this. Look at that. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sydney, you're amazing. She is an amazing young woman, very talented. And so there you go. So that's gift number one. That was from Sydney Thackeray. Okay, let's see here. I should have the first run of photographs coming through, and here they are. This is all from day one. Now, let me say this. Susan Slaughter, you are absolutely amazing. I know that I posted this picture up on social media the first night, but in case you missed it, here it is. Susan Slaughter and I met up right as I got there. And we spent the first night together with friends and stuff. But Susan and I, this is the first Conscious Life Expo for her. And so I took her around and I introduced her to absolutely everybody all weekend long, starting on Thursday night. That's when this picture was taken. And I got to say, the crew, some of her friends were there, but the crew absolutely loved Susan. She's so funny. She's so smart, and spent the weekend with Susan. And I know, I hope that she wants to come back next year and hang out with us. But that's Susan Slaughter. And there you go. And now, this other picture I also posted up, and I'll be talking about Linda Moulton Howe all night tonight because we spent the weekend together too as well, literally all day and all night. And lots of things happening for Linda this weekend, and she deserved all of it. But we had just an absolutely amazing time together. And this is night number 1, and Linda and I stayed up until 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 nights in a row. And this is the start of one of those nights. But what is great about this picture is this was taken by Lisa Frith. And as you can see, in Linda's hand is a skull that she was just gifted from Lisa. And look at Linda's face. She and the skull's an amazing skull. And then Lisa, and who has been following, Linda and her research for a very long time, and to have this moment here was very, very special. And yeah, Lisa, absolutely amazing. So that's what that is. And then next in here, let's see, we have Suzanne Wilson. And there is Adrian Valera. And again, this is right after I got the booth set up. So this is Thursday night. No, this is Friday morning. I take that back. This is Friday morning. And this is like the first picture, first group shot that was taken. But Suzanne Wilson's amazing, and she was on the George Norrie panel on Saturday. And, of course, Adrian Valera is the producer of Disclosure Fest, and that will be the next event on our schedule for this year, and that's coming up in June. And all of the announcements for Disclosure Fest are going to start next week. In February, and I'll keep everybody posted on that. But yeah, Suzanne Wilson is amazing too. By the way, we had a great weekend together. And now so I want to go back to Linda for a second. So the award ceremony was on Saturday night. And with George Norrie and the mixer and everything. And there, I think this will be coming up later on tonight, Linda got her Lifetime Achievement Award. So well-deserved. So that happened. Also, and she was totally surprised with that, but she deserved it. But 2 weeks ago was her 80th birthday, as we all know. And so in celebration of that, she got a birthday cake with candles and a packed room. It was so cool to see. And she was, again, so surprised. And then had happy birthday sung to her by George and the entire staff and everybody that was there. And so that went down. And then right after that, oh, man, in the same room, we do the Expo's Got Talent, the big talent show. We'll talk more about that later. But I'm thinking, you know what? So we had 3 judges this year. Our 4th judge, Lisa Garr, could not make the Expo. And we were all bummed about that. What do we do? What do we do? And, okay, we're going to go with 3 judges. And I thought, no. I want Linda to be a judge. Would she do that? You know, she's such a bundle of energy. And she said yes. So Linda came in, and she was our special guest celebrity judge. And her night in that room was off the charts. And it was, and again, I don't know where she gets the energy. She was with us for like 6 straight hours, just focused 6 hours. The awards, and then the birthday, then the Expo's Got Talent. Now she's a judge. She's got to do that for 2 hours. It was insane. Linda, you deserve all of it. Congratulations on the award, and happy birthday. And you were an excellent judge. And again, so into it. It was amazing. Okay, so, speaking about Linda, the night before was my panel, and which is Friday night, and we do the same thing every year. It's the keynote thing. We kick everything off at 8 o'clock, and was very conscious about how many attendees were going to be there, and because I'm in this big room with all of these seats. It seats a lot. It's right around if it's full, about 1,000 people, and no Linda. Linda's flight is 5 hours late, and she is due to arrive. The panel started at 8 o'clock. She is due to land at 8 o'clock. And then I found out that her flight came in a half hour early and that she was en route back to the hotel and she should be arrived. Well, anyway, so I'm on stage. We're starting. The room is full. It's great. The excitement's there, and I'm just trying to string it out for Linda. So I'm talking to the audience. We're doing some interaction stuff, and that's when I said to the audience, who thinks they flew, who traveled the farthest? And we get the hands raised, and I'm talking to everybody, and this guy raises his hand. I came from France. Well, there's our winner. And I said, okay, what's your name? Tariq. And he said, yeah, thank you. And this is my fiance, and we meet her. I said, come down to the booth tomorrow, and I'll get you guys some autograph shirts. And then Linda walks in, boom, and we start the panel, and then we do the panel. So she's flying for 5 hours from Albuquerque, does the panel. After the panel, we go downstairs and talk until 2 a.m. Linda's incredible. So the next day, Tariq shows up at the booth to get his shirt. I've got pictures of Tariq. You'll see them in a bit. And Tariq comes up and he says, hey, man, you're hosting this talent contest tomorrow. And I'm thinking, yeah, what are you, a model? Like a runway model? Good-looking guy. And he goes, no, I do spoken word. I said, okay. Well, I said, but we do video auditions with this. All the contestants, they send in their videotapes, and they're picked to participate in this quite a while ago, and it's all set in stone. And he said, Jimmy, get me on the stage. I was like, man, I'm buying what he's selling. I said, okay, Tariq, show up and at the party. and I'll do what I can, and we'll see if we can get. I don't know your bio. I don't know anything about you. I don't know anything. Nobody knows anything. The judges don't have your information. Nobody knows anything. But we'll see what we can do. And I'll leave it at that. We'll talk about the talent show in a little bit. Tariq. Tariq. All right. Here's the next set of pictures. If you want to see all of the pictures that we're posting, go to hashtag F2B. You can follow me on Twitter, too, at JChurchRadio. Okay, so this picture number one in this next set, that fine young lady right here, that's Peggy. And Peggy, so she comes in, and yes, she's a short person. And she comes in dressed like that. I said, man, how are you? She turns around. I am great, Jimmy. How are you? I said, man, can we talk? Absolutely. And she comes over, and we sit, and this picture gets taken. We took a bunch over the weekend, but this is one of the most amazing people I've ever met. Smart, intelligent, and researcher doing her own thing, and I'm going to show you right now. Peggy was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then she goes, Jimmy, I got a gift for you. And she gives me this. She goes, it's called Tap for Joy. And I said, okay. And so she gives me the gear. And so I've got my Tap for Joy cards. And this is what they look like. And you put your stuff that you want to be joyful and the things that you want to do and change for yourself for the day and your goals, and you fill them out on these cards, right? I've got my extra cards. And then you got your Tap for Joy. I didn't want to open it up yet, but it's a heart. And this is a clip, okay? It's a clip that you clip. And it's got a magnet for your refrigerator. And then you clip your card here, and you are reminded every day on everything that you need to change and be joyful about. And that's Peggy. Peggy's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And so that's that. Okay, next picture. Peggy. Peggy's so cool. That's Adam Apollo. He's on stage. I just introduced him. What a fine dressed man he is. Kept my competition up. But after I introduced him, I just walked down and grabbed this selfie real quick. But I like the selfie, and Adam is just so dynamic. And that's an accidental shot. It was just one shot, click, and I walked out of the room. But there is Adam Apollo on stage kicking off the Conscious Life Expo right there. And this next shot is my panel. So Adam spoke. I introduced him. Right after that, he's got to leave his, come downstairs because he's on my panel. And this is everybody on my panel. We've got Caroline Corey, Adam Apollo, Billy Carson, William Henry, J.J. Hurtak, and Linda Moulton Howe. And I knew that J.J. and Desiree were sitting in the audience for this panel. And waiting for Linda to come in. Remember that, right? And so I looked out, and I had planned this for about 12 hours that I was going to pull JJ out of the audience, but he didn't know it. And so I just said, JJ Hurtak, got an empty chair. You want to come on up? And he did. And so that's JJ sitting down there in between Linda and William Henry. And this panel was amazing. The room was packed and standing room only. And what a great way to start the conference, because if you were there, you understand how that conversation was dynamic and the places that it went. I've done a lot of panels, and this one was one of the most special ones that I have ever done. And last in this shot, there she is, Chrissy Newton of the Debrief. Stopped by Friday night and came down and hung out with us. And this is immediately after the panel. and on her way out, and we grabbed some quick pics. But there is Chrissy Newton, and it was so great to see her there too as well. And her first Conscious Life Expo. All right, here's Tariq's spoken word, and this is from Carrie in Palm Springs has posted this. I didn't know that there was video shot of this. Thank you for that, Carrie. If you could email that to me, and I would like to get that posted. But Tariq, I wonder what would happen if I hit play. Will this actually pop up? Will this play? And is it? Yeah, you got to view original. I hate. That's the thing with Twitter. I just can't figure out what's going on with this stuff. Okay.
Squeeze outer space. It's simple. Emanate with light. Squeeze outer space into inner space. Realize you are all so much more than this outer case. Forget the goals the doomed men chase. Let's connect the souls of the human race.
He dropped the mic. He dropped the mic right. That was at the end. It was like a 5-minute performance. Thank you for that, Carrie. Yes, drop the mic, man. And more on that later. I'll talk about the talent show in just a bit. I need to take a break. This is Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. Tonight is our Conscious Life Expo Recap Special. If you want to see all of the images that we are posting tonight and talking about, you need to head over to Twitter. It's all simple to do. Hashtag F2B is the feed. You can follow me at JChurchRadio right there on Twitter. And like I said, I've got pics, I've got video, I've got stories. And also, if you were at the Conscious Life Expo and you would like to talk about it, give me a call, 747-228-2051. 747-228-2051. This is Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. I'll be right back after this short break. Stay with us.
This is Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Radio Network.
Your 1 million gigawatt paranormal powerhouse, KUNX-DB, The X.
This is Billy Carson with ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. Forbidden Knowledge TV has just reached its 1-year anniversary. That's right, 1 year. And as a show of appreciation, we are giving all new subscribers a free 30-day trial of ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. That's 30 days to binge watch thousands of movies, documentaries, conferences, workshops, lectures, yoga classes, meditation courses, and so much more. So log on to ForbiddenKnowledge.tv from your computer or mobile device, or get the Forbidden Knowledge TV app on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, iTunes, or Google Play today, and use coupon code 30daysfree. That's coupon code 30 days free on ForbiddenKnowledge.tv today.
Because you never got that pony you always wanted. Damn it. Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the Game Changer Network.
Listen, I know, and you know, that you've always wanted your first crystal skull. Or maybe you're a collector just like me, but you just don't know where to go to find the real thing. Then I met Carolyn Ford over at EinsteinTheCrystalSkull.com. Carolyn is the guardian of Einstein, one of the most respected ancient crystal skulls in the world. All of her unique skulls have been imprinted sitting with Einstein in his sacred lodge and are carved from the finest gemstone and materials. Imprinting is the process of receiving the ancient wisdom from the master skull or master computer. Einstein, the ancient crystal skull. To see Carolyn's current collection of crystal skulls, just visit her store at EinsteinTheCrystalSkull.com or click on the banner over on our site. Don't forget to use the promo code Jimmy at checkout to receive 10% off of your order today. That's promo code Jimmy. Finding your first or next crystal skull is easy. Just visit EinsteinTheCrystalSkull.com. When you take the beans from Central America with dashes of Indonesian and African mixed in and then roast it to the dark side of Fade to Black, you create the ultimate brew of fringe. Introducing the Fade to Black blend from Rivermoon Coffee. Yes, Rivermoon's darkest customized roast was created for the love of Fade to Black. The alchemy of masterful roasting and smoking the beans is in every sip of this full-bodied, dark Java. I need my coffee dark, deep, with distinct bittersweet chocolate highlights, just like the bunker. Leaning further into the darkness of the roast is Fade to Black blend from Rivermoon Coffee. Just click on the banner at jimmychurchradio.com and use the promo code F2BBLEND for 15% off of your order today.
Hello, I'm Katie, and you're listening to my main man, Jimmy Church, on jimmychurchradio.com.
Hi, this is Ray Hobbs here, repping the planet, and you're listening to my good friend, Jimmy Church, Fade to Black.
This is Toby Kebbell. You're listening to jimmychurchradio.com. Don't hurt me, Jimmy. I'm only little.
Hey, I'm Adrian Grenier. And this is Ari Gold. We're the Honey Brothers. We're also Honey Brothers. Hey, I'm Adrian Grenier.
And I'm Ari Gold.
We're the Honey Brothers.
And you're listening to Jimmy Church.
The Revolution.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and you can become an official Fadernaut by just going to our membership section at jimmychurchradio.com.
Hello, this is Serena Wright Taylor from Conscious Life Expo, and you're listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church, who holds the Lucky Pony record for the best astrological chart since 1963. True story.
This is Micah Hanks of the Gralien Report, and you're listening to Jimmy Church on Fade to Black.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. Tonight is our annual, we do this every year. This is our Conscious Life Expo Recap Special event. And if you haven't been to the Conscious Life Expo, you need to go and start making plans to attend next year. If you can imagine 4 floors at the LAX Hilton packed, thousands of attendees, and the numbers, just throw a number out there, 10,000, right? 15,000, whatever those numbers are. It's a big event. And I don't know what the numbers were this year. Down a little bit. It didn't feel like it, and it didn't seem that way overall, and especially compared to other events, because this is huge. It's a big event. But wow, it was attended. It was attended. So I think that everybody just wants to get out and get life back to normal. And we gave it our best shot this weekend. It was absolutely incredible. Now, I talked earlier about, giving and receiving gifts. And I want to show you guys these. Moina, who called into the show last week for the first time, came in, yes, and she came to the Conscious Life Expo, hung out with all of us all weekend long, and she is now in the car with the rest of us. But she came up, and part of her, I don't want to give away her personal life, but professionally she deals with stuff in an analysis sense. This is what she does for a job. And so she knows her stuff. And she gifted me this crystal. It's from the Middle East, and so I'll have her tell you everything about this crystal specifically, because it's a special one. the next time she calls in, and hopefully it'll be this Thursday on Fader Night. So that's from Moina, and it's really cool, by the way. So I got that. And then from Mark and Deborah of His and Her Rocks, huge vendor display at the show. They had some of the most incredible things I have ever seen in the world of crystals. And are you ready? I got this. Oh, look at that. From Mark and Deborah. And at the top of it, and this was gifted to me, they pulled it aside and made sure that it was mine because my name is on it right there, Jimmy Church. I'm never taking those labels off. But look at that, right? Wow. And then Lisa Frith, always doing the incredible. Thank you for that, Mark and Deborah and Moina. Lisa Frith gives me this, and and she's always gift boxing and doing her thing. And I take it out, and I felt the weight of it. I hadn't seen it yet. I'm like, what is this? That is heavy. And I had no idea. I pulled it out, but here it is. I got meteorite. Look, it's indescribable, and the density and the weight in your palm. This is hand material, by the way. It's just like perfect meteorite, and this is something that she's known for a long time that I've wanted meteorite, and so I get it like this. A fist-sized chunk. And this came from China, from a meteorite that crashed there. And look at that. Right? Absolutely incredible. I mean, of this size. Whew. Absolutely incredible. Thank you for this, Lisa. Thank you, Mark and Deborah. His and Her Rocks. I'll be talking more about them as time moves on, but I'll tell everybody where to go for the stuff that they have over at His and Hers Rocks, because that they have very, very special things over there, and just an amazing couple. And it was their first time at the show. And they had heard about the Conscious Life Expo, and one of the producers for the Expo was at another gemology show, somewhere out west, and they met and they said, "You need to be at the Conscious Life Expo," and so they I went down. Lisa went down and met them too as well, and all of Lisa knows and loves her stuff when it comes to the world of crystals and rocks and things and gems, and they became fast friends too as well. But so thank you. But Lisa's meteorite, man, from space. It's heavy too. You wouldn't think. It's dense, and I know this is probably nearly, well, not all iron, but mostly iron. I haven't tested it with a magnet yet. I haven't had the chance. But there it is, meteorite. And this is, you could tell it's burnt. It's smooth. It's got rough edges, but all of the edges are worn. It's been melted. You can tell. It's been on fire, flaming. Really cool. So there's that. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know. Imagine how far it's traveled. That's the incredible part, about this. Okay. Next up, do we have the next set of pictures. Oh, did I time these wrong? We should have a fresh set of pictures. Did I time this wrong? I'm looking at the clock. Oh, maybe. Oh, we might be just a minute off. Okay. All right. My clock. How can my atomic clock be off by this much? It shouldn't be. Okay, we'll see. And here we go. Okay, so now this is Saturday morning. Some of this stuff. I've got to look at the order of this. But on Saturday, I introduced George Norrie for his panel, and that's what we have here. This first picture is George and I haven't seen George until yesterday since I left Coast to Coast AM. And it was great seeing each other, and, we're friends and we'll always be friends. But it was great seeing each other, and we took probably 5 or 10 minutes to just kind of step away from everybody and just get caught up on a few things. And that was really, really cool for the both of us. So then we got that out of the way. Then I had to introduce George. And before I went up on the stage, we took a group shot of everybody. Who was not in the shot is Caroline Corey. She was speaking and was a couple of minutes late. She walked in literally right after this picture was taken. But there's Suzanne Ross. There's Billy Carson. There's Adam Apollo, there's George, myself, there's Danny Brinkley, Linda Moulton Howe, and William Henry, and there's the panel. And again, this kind of sets the tone for the weekend, and this was at 12 noon, this picture was taken. So get everybody up on stage and introduce George. We roll the coast-to-coast music, do all of that, bring George out, have a quick chat, and I leave. And as I'm walking around, in comes Caroline Corey. And Caroline's like, I'm sorry, I'm late. I said, don't worry about it. So I grabbed Caroline. George is up on stage. Dude, this thing, I just walked right up. George, Caroline Corey. And so I interrupted that, and we brought Caroline in. And I heard that that was just an amazing panel. And so there you go. But that group shot is really, really cool. And it was great seeing George. Let's see this next shot. There's Moina. There she is. This is when I first met her. And had a lot of fun. She hung out with us for the entire weekend. And now, here's the... Okay. Can we talk? Let me see the next shot. Okay, that's Whitley. We'll come back to Whitley in a second. Let me talk about Moina. This is what I did. Alan Steinfeld is a great friend. And I mess with Alan a lot. And it's fun. He messes with me. He's from New York. And there's always this thing going on. Alan doesn't know what I'm about to tell you, and neither does Linda Moulton Howe. But I did this to mess with Alan. And when this happened, Linda was sitting next to him, and that was an accidental. But this is what I did. Here, when this selfie was taken, Moina and I are talking, and we talk about our family, and we talk about our kids, and she tells me she's a grandmother, and she tells me how many grandkids she's got and how many kids she's got, and I was blown away by that. And with that, I get her age. I had to ask her, I said, how do you do all of this? You look so young. And she is young. So anyway, but now later on that night, and Moina, this is how cool Moina is. Later on that night, we're sitting, and this is late, it's midnight. And Moina has met Alan Steinfeld. She's sitting next to him, and they're talking and going back and forth. And Alan's very interested in her professionally and these things, the analysis of materials. I'll just leave it at that. And I'm listening to them, and I said, "Excuse me," and she goes, "Yes." And I said, "What's your name?" She goes, "Moina." And I winked at her. I said, I've never met you. And she goes, oh. I said, my name's Jimmy. She goes, Moina. And I said, first time here at the Conscious Life Expo? Of course I know this, right? She goes, yes. I said, well, welcome. How do you know Alan? Well, we just met. And I said, okay, well, be careful of this guy. And she's like, okay, all right, I will. And Alan kind of shoots me. And Linda and I were sitting there talking. And Linda's like, Jimmy, okay, all right, that was kind of weird. Just messing with Alan. And I said, wow, you are just amazing. I feel something right now. And she goes, oh, really? I said, yeah. I said, can I hold your hands? She said, yes. And I said, okay, let me hold your hands. And Alan's looking at me. So's Linda. It's just the four of us. And Linda's like, what are you doing, church? And Linda's behaving. She's watching, and so's Alan. And I'm holding her hands. I said, now look into my eyes. And she's looking right in my eyes. I said, okay, stay right there. 9 grandchildren. And she goes, yes. I said, okay, hold on. 5 children. And she goes, no, 6. I said, okay, I felt 5. But you're 50 years old. She goes, yes. How did you do that? And Linda goes, what the? Jimmy, how do you do that? And I said, Linda, it's just a thing, but I can show you. Oh my God! And Alan's like, what the F? Church, how do you do that? And I said, Moina, welcome to the Conscious Life Expo, and you're part of the family, and you're just wonderful. I'll let you guys get back to your talk. And I turned to Linda. I just let it go. So did Moina. And I turned to Linda. Linda goes, church, what? I said, yeah, I can. She goes, how do you, is it through the hand? How do you, is it in the hands? Do you feel it? Do you get, I said, Linda, I'll tell you about it later. Okay. All right. And they still don't know. They don't know. Alan doesn't know. Moina and I know. And it was really, really funny. And we did that at the table. It was incredible. So that's Moina. And she is extra, extra special. She had the most amazing time. She is an official Fade or Not. She wore that Fade to Black shirt all over that conference and met everybody. And when I say everybody, she met everybody from the top down, the attendees, the Fade or Nots, and literally were with us from the beginning of the morning all the way to the end of the night, including last night. And I didn't want to say goodbye. She was just incredible. So there you go. There's Moina. And that was the first time she called into the show. Next pick. There it is. Whitley Strieber. And Whitley was very busy all weekend long, no doubt. I've got a couple other pictures of Whitley with some other people. I think they're in here. But this picture was an accident. And it was taken and sent to me. And the thing is that Whitley and I were standing in the television camera lights that were being tested. So those are being turned on. And so while they are lighting the stage and doing their thing, this picture was taken, not unfiltered, nothing. And this popped out and it was sent to me. This is like the best picture ever. And wow. So there's Whitley and I together. And it was just a great weekend with Whitley and his presentations. And I just, with something else, and I can't remember what it was, but we did something. I think it was when Linda spoke. Whitley was in the audience listening to Linda. But I had Whitley stand up and take a bow and a round of applause from everybody there, and it was really, really, really cool. So there's Whitley, and look at that picture. That's a great picture. And I'm not even looking. I'm talking about Whitley. Look at that shot. That is truly a great picture. Whitley Strieber at the Expo. Okay. Let's see what is coming up next. It looks like it's weird. I think Twitter's on is on about a 1 minute delay. There's Linda and Serena Wright Taylor and Ramon. What's up? What's up, my man? So that's from Ramon. And yeah, okay, Ramon. I've got some Ramon action coming up next. Oh, okay. So this picture here, if you want to follow everything, go to Twitter, hashtag F2B. You can follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio, and that'll make it easy too, as well as in my Twitter feed if you don't want to go to hashtag F2B. But if you go to the sandbox, hashtag F2B, you will see everything. This is the next set. This is set number 4. And I like it when you just take pictures when people don't know what's happening. And so I'm running around doing my thing, but Whitley and Serena sat for about 15 minutes and talked. And I took 15 or 20 shots of them. And this is just one. This is just a random selection. But the two of them were engaged in this conversation. And that's the shot, and I just thought it was wonderful for two old friends that have known each other forever, just sitting and talking. It's great. So that's the magic of the moment. This is before the crowd is brought in, and they were just sitting there talking. So, Serena, if you're listening, I will send you these pictures. She's probably not. She's probably still working. The conference is still going on, by the way. All the post-conference stuff was happening today. But, Serena, I will send you these pictures at some point. This next shot, there's Lisa Reed. And when did we take this picture, Lisa? This must have been, I'm wearing the silver jacket. So this was Saturday night. Expo's Got Talent. But there is Lisa Reed. Where's Sky? Did we not take pictures with Sky? Sky, we didn't take pictures. But there's Lisa Reed. She had the best time, and it was just great. Okay, so there's that. Okay, next shot. That is Linda and George. In the background there is Danny and Brinkley. But this is Linda getting her Lifetime Achievement Award from the Conscious Life Expo. I can't believe it's taken this long to get it, but there she is getting it from George Norrie. And I was very rude in that I just walked up in front of the whole crowd, in front of everybody, just walked up to the stage and snapped this picture. But I wanted to make sure that I got one for Linda. So there it is. There is Linda getting her Lifetime Achievement Award. Right after this, we presented her with her cake and candles and got that out of the way. Okay, next shot. The one and only Paul Hynek. And so I get to the conference, and I just arrived. And I had this new shirt, fashion forward, with this very special pocket on it. And I couldn't wait to wear it. And so I go down and Paula and Jacques and Paul Hynek are sitting there, and they call me over to the table. And so I come up and we talk for about, whatever. And I look down, and Paul is wearing the same shirt. I was like, you got to be kidding me. He's wearing the same shirt. Now I can't wear the shirt. I can't wear it. He's wearing the same shirt. So we joked about that. But anyway, literally, and I think he thought that I was kidding. And I wasn't. And I ended up wearing the shirt, I think, on Saturday. And I said, check it out. There it is. Oh, you weren't kidding. No. He thought I was kidding. Anyway, Paul, not only a great researcher, and of course his dad's J. Allen Hynek, but just a great guy, and he walks around glowing just like this. He's always got a smile on his face. He's always got something positive to say. He's always funny. And there we are goofing off in the hallway there. But Paul's just an amazing individual, just lights up the room. And so that's it for this set of pictures. And before, is this, okay, these are the dancers. Thank you, Ramon, for posting this. This is Leah and Clint. They tied for second place in the Expo's Got Talent. Brazilian, I don't even know the style of dance, like Brazilian ballroom ballet. Oh, my. That's a talented couple right there. And let me tell you, Clint, she's stunning, and her jewelry that she wears on her face and forehead, just incredible to see in person. But this young man, Clint, that man's got it going on. That man can dance like for real. I mean, they both can, but Clint is absolutely incredible. Man, Ramon, I didn't see all of these pictures. I'm gonna have to come back and catch up on Ramon's stuff. Posted a picture here of Paula Harris. That is great. There he has got Jacques Vallée. Thank you for that, Ramon. Let's see. He's got Whitley here. Thank you for that, Ramon. He's got Billy Carson. There you go. Thank you for that, Ramon. If you want to see all of these pictures, just go to hashtag F2B right there on Twitter. Ramon gifted me some stuff, but check this out. A set of mini guitars, Eddie Van Halen's Bumblebee Strat. I got that. It's wrapped up. It's there. I got the Eddie Van Halen Black and White, which is the mini of the guitar that is right behind me. And, of course, the Eddie Van Halen Frankenstrat. And the guitars are in these cases. And at some point when I unbox them and stuff, I'll show them to you. But these are from Ramon. Ramon, you are the absolute very best. Thank you, my man. And he's posting pictures right now in Twitter. With that, I'm going to take a quick break. This is Fade to Black. Tonight is our annual Conscious Life Recap Special. Tonight, it's the 2022 CLE. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. I'll be right back. Lots more pictures and videos and stories. Conscious Life Expo. I'll be right back. Stay with us.
Way out here, we listen to Jimmy Church.
You're listening to Fade to Black.
You're listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
¿Qué tal, mis amigos? Yo soy Mario Carson, el tiburón, y los invito para que escuchen a mi buen amigo Jimmy Church Radio. ¡Claro que sí!
This is Jimmy Church. Jason Martell's book, Knowledge Apocalypse 10-Year Anniversary Edition, is now available. Most ancient cultures speak of a time when their gods visited them. They never say their gods came from across the ocean or from the mountains. They always came down from the skies. Was ancient man visited by gods or extraterrestrials? We have not been told the full truth about our human past. There was a time when all the ancient cultures lived amongst beings they considered their gods. The search for truth leads us down the path of learning where the ETs might come from and why they are here. To understand some of these advanced topics and learn the truth about human origins, buy the new book from Jason Martell, Knowledge Apocalypse, now in its 10-year anniversary edition, available on Amazon.com by clicking on the banners over on our site, or simply visit JasonMartell.com. That's JasonMartell.com. Do you want to be an official Fade or Not? Of course you do. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black. Just go to our membership section at jimmychurchradio.com. Fade or Nots. When you think about the future of our country and where we're headed, do you wonder about the food supply? I do. Disruptions in the food supply chain could be disastrous, and they usually occur with little warning. That's why the smartest thing you can do today is to stockpile emergency food, water, and other essentials. I personally recommend My Patriot Supply. They're the nation's largest emergency preparedness company, serving millions of customers for more than a decade. In fact, they're the only source my family trusts for our preparedness plan. You should too. Right now, save 20% off a full 4-week supply of delicious meals that provide 2,000 calories a day. Saving 20% helps too, doesn't it? Especially now. So go to preparewithjimmy.com and get ready. That's preparewithjimmy.com. There's no time to lose. Do it now.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7, with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
You listen to us, and we listen to you. And so does the CIA. KGRARadio.com.
You are listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Oi, oi, I'm Reese Evans. You're listening to Jimmy Church. This is Revolution. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution is on radio. Ciao.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. I'm just going to let everybody know I just had the crap scared out of me, and I peed just a little bit in my pants. I'm going to have to change after the show. Why? Because this just fell off the ceiling and hit me in the head right now. Yeah. Acoustic tile. Just, and I'm telling you, I jumped out of my skin. I didn't, oh man. And it's foam, so it didn't hurt me, but it's black and it's big, and it just flew, and boom. Whoa. Yeah. Man, I mean, my adrenaline is at 150% right now. I need a moment. Okay, tonight is our annual Conscious Life Expo Recap Special event. Let's go to some more gifts. Okay, I got a really cool pair of socks. That's right. A pair of socks. These are really nice. So I got those. And, I got a Lost in Space mug gifted to me. That's right. That is really cool. Got that. Let's see. Oh, let's go here. I got the new Jason Quitt books, The Egyptian Postures of Power. I'm going to be giving one of these away. Got those. I got Kimberly Meredith's new book. I got that gifted to me from Kimberly. Got that. Let's see. Let's go over here. Let me go deep into the table here. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the message is that I send. But I obviously send a message. And the message is I like to drink, apparently, because I got gifted this Añejo Patron. Yeah. What is the message that I project? That somebody has to go out there in the world and make sure that they get me the most special thing that they can. And it is alcohol. It is Patron. And it's the right one, too. So I got that. That was lucky that this didn't get drank at the conference. But, let me put this back over here. All right. Now, a couple of things. Ramon is posting a bunch of pictures here. So I want to go back and tell everybody what these are. There is a shot here. This is great. The shot of Paul is great. And there's Jacques Vallée. There's Whitley Strieber. And there's Lua and Clint. And there's a great shot of Billy Carson, by the way. And then I have to explain this next shot. And you can see all of this in hashtag F2B. This is Bashar. And Bashar was virtual for this event. And so it was a big production. It was a big production. And so this shot is when I'm introducing Daryl Anka, and he's not Bashar here. Anyway, so this is me speaking and doing the interview before the channeling with Bashar. But this is pretty special. Now, this, again, packed. We had to bring out like an extra... It was a lot. Like an extra 100, 150 chairs. And the staff had to come in because it just got out of control and packed out the room. And so that's what's going on here. So I'm interviewing Daryl, and I wanted him to explain to everybody the process of going through all of this and what it's like and what goes through his mind. And for some reason, this thing will not stay still. I don't know why my microphone keeps moving. I'm just going to ignore it. And the process, what goes through his mind? What's he like beforehand? What happens when Bashar comes through? What does his body feel? What does he remember? In the process? What happens at the end when you come through and you're done with this channeling? And Bashar is, he's departed, and now it's Daryl back, and what goes on. And I wanted the audience to hear from Daryl exactly how he feels and what the process is. And so that's what we did here. Now, I posted up, and I couldn't do this on Twitter. Twitter wouldn't let me post the video, and I don't understand why. Before this happened, I shot a video. You can go over to my Facebook page. I have it up there. I'll do an edit on it, and I'll try to save it in a different video file format. But for some reason, Twitter wouldn't accept a movie file, which I thought was strange. Anyway, I shot a movie, and it was a shot of video of me walking out on the stage from the beginning and then just turning to the audience and saying, bam. Let's all celebrate together, right? And so that happened before Bashar, right before this picture was taken, so you can put everything into context. If you want to see that video, head over to Facebook. It's right there, and I'll figure out a way to get it up into social media, and I would love to get it onto the YouTube channel, too, as well, because you can share the vibe that was happening there at the Conscious Life Expo. Everybody was high vibe, high consciousness, happy to be there, and you can see it all come out in that video that I shot. So I'll figure out a way to get it posted for everybody. But so that's what we did. And then, and now I want to explain to everybody how we did this. So if you look at where I'm standing here and you look immediately to the left of my arm, you can see a stand there. And that stand is holding a webcam. And then there's a microphone on the stand next to that. So we brought everybody up to ask and have a conversation with Bashar, and they looked into that video camera so Bashar could see them, and then the microphone is for the house, for the room there. But that's how it was done, and that's where everybody stood, and that was the process, and it was smooth. It was as technical as it was. There could have been things going wrong, and there wasn't. And everything was smooth as silk. This other shot Ramon posted of me smiling, that's excellent. I'm not sure where that was, but there you go. Thank you for that. Okay, next. It's just posted. These are shots that I took. I didn't get a chance to shoot everybody because I was hosting the Expo's Got Talent. But these are 4 shots. I thought I had more, but no, I only shot 4. We had 10 contestants, so these are 4. This is Missy, and she sung this song for her mom, who is very ill. I think she has cancer, and there's a story behind it. I won't go into that. That's Missy's story. But she told us about all of this a little bit before, mostly after. But she's an incredibly gifted vocalist. I mean, like the real deal, world class, but a great, great guitar player. I mean, world class. And this performance from her was just a showstopper. It was incredible. So that's that. The next shot, let me see. That's Tariq. There he is before the mic drop. And I don't have a shot of the room here. I wish I did because it was packed from the front of the stage all the way to the very back. I don't know how many people were in here, but it was probably 400 people, maybe 5. So that's Tariq, though, all the way from France, and was a walk-on. He was a walk-on. Placed second place. Let's see. Next shot. Oh, there's Sydney. Okay, that's Sydney Thackeray. That is Gail Thackeray's daughter. By the way, you can see all these pictures, #F2B, over on Twitter. This is group number 5. This is group pics number 5. There is Sydney Thackeray. Sydney placed 3rd, and she sang. She was a solo acoustic piano for her backing track, and she's 16 years old and has not only an incredible voice, she placed 3rd in a very heavy competition. No question, she's got crazy talent. But for that age to have that kind of vocal control perfectly in pitch and how she sings in this modern style, this is a ballad that she sang. Very quiet. It was just, man, she placed 3rd. And I didn't want to interrupt her moment. And plus, I was enjoying what she was doing. The performance was incredible. But I did step out in front of her. I didn't want to distract her, but I wanted to get a couple of pics. And this is one. But there is Sydney Thackeray. She's incredible. We've all seen Sydney grow up. And she's 16. I'm not sure how old she was when I first met her, but she was probably 8, I'm guessing, and now she's just grown into this just incredible young woman and just a talent. So after that, she played, I brought Gail up on stage, and as a parent, speaking to another parent, I just got to ask, how do you feel right now? How does this make you feel that your daughter can sing like that in front of everybody here. Everybody knows her, right? And I'm talking about Sydney, right? She's the part of the family. To get up, how does that make you feel, Gail? Tears, it was just a crazy moment and very, very special. But there's Sydney and a very well-deserved third place. This is Jennifer Freedoms. And I think she's performed the last 3 years at Expo's Got Talent. And this year she did a banjo love song. I'm going to say this about Jennifer. She is a songwriter and a singer, a golden world-class voice, but she writes songs that are real. The right choruses, the right melodies, the lyrical content, and I'm telling you, this is like Grammy Award-winning, that kind of class. I went up to her. I don't know if I did this on stage or if I did this privately. I can't remember. But I was like, have you won a Grammy yet? I mean, has somebody else done your songs? If you haven't, have you written it? She's that good. She's incredible. A banjo love song. And there she is. She's just amazing. All right, Jennifer. And so those are the 4 shots that I have of the contestants. If you've got any other shots from the talent show, please post them, and we'll get them up there. Let's see. Do I have anything else from Ramon before I move on? And, the more fluff. Oh, the fluff made it in here? All right. Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is what happened. I don't know what's going on. This is the talent show. I don't know. I'm the host. I don't want to know. I don't want to have I want to enjoy the show along with everybody else, right? Okay. All right. Judges have seen the videotapes. I didn't see any of the auditions. I'm doing this fresh. And so I can't remember her name who sang this. I went up on stage with her the next day. But anyway, the more we fluff it, the better the vibe. That was the chorus. And so I get dragged out on stage and I get fluffed. Now, I decided to post the video. Lisa Reed sent me the video, a piece of it. And I popped it up. There's no shame in my game. It was a lot of fun. But I went out and I got fluffed. And now, I don't know how much of it is here or what this sounds like. But let me see if I can pull this up, everybody. I don't know. Just stay with me. Stay with me. Okay. It's painful for me to watch. That was a lot of fun, though. Okay. So it's feathers. It's crystals with some very I'll say erotic, sensual shapes to them with feathers attached and this thing. So anyway, I get fluffed. And with the feathers, and she does the dance, and I don't know I don't know what's going on, but you know what? I'll take one for the team. I'll go out there and do this, and it went down, and I got fluffed in front of everybody, and she was. This is the thing. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. I feel bad about that, but the song was great. It was excellent. And she is an amazing singer. So I'm on stage, Jennifer's banjo song. Oh, you've got this up here too? Do I have time to do this? Can I play Jennifer's banjo song? Let me see if I can pull this up. Hold on. Let me get to Jennifer's banjo song. Okay, can we do this? Okay, hold on. Yeah, and that's a video camera. It's a cell phone camera from the back of the room. But you can tell, right, just from that. That's what is going on. When I tell you Expo's Got Talent, this is what is walking around the halls. These are the friends of everybody there that we all know. This is what is walking around. This kind of talent. It's absolutely incredible. And like I said, I got fluffed. Okay, let's see. Do we have another round of pictures? We do. This is set number 6. And let me see what we have here. Oh, this is great. Okay. Pics 1 and 2. There she is. That's Olivia McKenzie. Olivia, everybody knows Olivia. All the Fadernauts. If you remember Laughlin and the petroglyph site and the videos that were shot inside of the cave and how Olivia shot those videos. It was Olivia and I that went into those caves and everybody else, but that was Olivia that shot those videos. And Olivia has been a part of this family for quite a long time. And I just love her to death. She's one of my favorite people on this planet. And she's amazing. And she was part of the staff this year at the Conscious Life Expo, and she was working, so I didn't get a chance to hang out with her. But we, like we normally do, she was there working, but we worked together all day long for the last 4 days. But we took the time to take some quick shots, and there she is right there. That is Olivia McKenzie. And I got to tell you, wow. In that her personality is coming through in these pictures. This is who she is. And Olivia, if you're listening, you know how much we love you. And we know that everything that you have been through in the last year and that kind of family event, none of us can imagine, none of us can picture. We can't put ourselves there, and we see this kind of stuff on the news, and we think, it always happens to somebody else. It never happens to us, but it did, and we just love you, and to see your face like this. After the last year and a half, she's just the most dynamic. I just love her to death. She's an incredible person. I want to do a TV show with her. We've got a couple of ideas, and there's we got a little thing that may happen, and I'll keep everybody posted on that. But there is Olivia, and she is as special as it gets. She's incredible. Okay, now I've got another picture of Moina, and the reason why I posted this picture, she's in here twice for a reason. I don't know what's going on in the background. I'm working. We're setting up for another presentation, but Moina was there in the room, and so we sat and talked for about 10 minutes privately here. She's got her Fade to Black shirt on. And we exchanged some pretty deep thoughts, right? Some pretty heavy thoughts. And we were like in it, like the real stuff. And in the middle of this moment, and you can see the emotion on my face a little bit with her, but we were deep in it. And I go, let's take a selfie. She's like, man, we have to. And so in that special moment, Moina knows what I'm talking about, and it'll stay private with us forever. But this was the selfie of that moment. And I got to tell you, Moina, you rock. You rock, young lady. You absolutely rock. 9 grandchildren. Okay, next shot is, this is a great one. There's Alan Steinfeld, and I just had another great weekend with Alan. He's absolutely amazing. But he wanted to make sure that that he got me and the Hertogs together because they wanted to thank me for bringing JJ up on stage. And he wanted to make sure that happened. That's the kind of guy Alan is. So he set this up, and then we took this quick picture right here. But there's Desiree Hertog, there's JJ Hertog, there's Alan. And and I said this on stage, but I meant it then, and I'll say it now. Back in the day, I'm going back. This is back. 25 years. Let's go 25 years. And before. But I had watched a couple of videos on megalithic structures, and specifically Egypt, in another one that featured a very young JJ and Desiree Hertog, and the analysis and the research that they laid out back then. I'm talking about 1990, right? This is 2022. I remembered everything that those two laid out, and it is the basis still to this day of the way that I think and approach megalithic structures, what they are, what their intention is, how they were done, and why they were done. And it comes from those two right there. And they are just special to me and to this community. And that picture there is everything to me. So JJ and Desiree Hertog. And so that will do it for this segment. I will take a quick break. We will be right back. This is our annual Conscious Life Expo Recap Special event. We got video, we've got pictures, we've got stories, and so much more. I'll be right back after this short break. Stay with us.
Hi everybody, this is Rob Halford, the Metal Guard on jimmychurchradio.com.
Your 1 million gigawatt paranormal powerhouse, KUNX-DB, VX.
Are you ready to read about true paranormal events? UNX Media publishes nonfiction books about UFOs, ghosts and haunted places, time anomalies, cryptid creatures, and more. Just like KUNX-DB Radio, it's all about unexplained phenomena. Visit www.unxmedia.com to see our list of great book titles by Debbie Ziegelmeyer, Gene Walker, Devin Listrom, Wayne Lawrence, Bill Spicer, and yours truly, Margie Kay. That's unxmedia.com.
Why is it we're not very good with our health regimen until it's too late? We don't put oil in the car until the engine blows up. When the body's out of balance, your health is not so good. Give your body some love. Log on to wtih.com. That's wtih.com. Try our Life Change Tea, which cleanses you from harmful intruders. A clean colon is one of the ways to bring the body in balance. We also carry organic supplements to help you get where you need to go. So do your body a favor. Log on to wtih.com. That's wtih.com. You can even visit our sales page to save some dough. Does anybody call money dough anymore? Anyway, if you're looking for short, helpful health tips, go to YouTube and punch in Health Matters Now. That's Health Matters Now. So, log on to wtih.com, shop, get balanced, then learn some cool tips at Health Matters Now. You'll be glad you did. That's wtih.com.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and I only drink Fade to Black blend coffee from River Moon. Just click on the River Moon Coffee banner at jimmychurchradio.com. Promo code F2B Blend.
This is the only way forward.
This is Fade to Black. Make contact.
When you're in the house for longer periods of time, you can see them flying or running across the floor. Ooh, yuck. They're unhealthy, gross, and disgusting. Bugs. I loathe bugs. We keep a clean home, but occasionally bugs show up. Well, I found something that is tougher than bugs. Orange Guard. On contact, it kills hidden bugs. including ants, roaches, and fleas. Plus, Orange Guard is a residual repellent. All of the ingredients of Orange Guard are on the FDA generally recognized as safe list. Orange Guard may be used around food, humans, and pets. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Orange Guard, available at orangeguard.com, Whole Foods, and Ace Hardware.
Gold loves chaos, uncertainty, and disarray. History shows us what gold does when people aren't sure about the government, the stock market, their jobs, or their retirement savings. Our national debt is skyrocketing. Gold and other precious metals are a defense measure against inflation and a stock market that might take years to recover. So what can you do right now to protect yourself? Call United Gold Group. We offer gold and other precious metals delivered securely within 72 hours. Are you worried about the stock market? We can also help you set up a real gold or silver IRA or a 401k. Safe and secure. United Gold Group makes gold ownership affordable. Call now and get up to $2,500 in free gold or silver with a qualified IRA. Call 800-753-8534. That's 800-753-8534 or visit unitedgoldgroup.com.
You want to know a secret? I love ponies. I really love ponies. I'm serious. I couldn't stay sane without ponies to brush.
Why fade to black? Because you never got that pony, damn it.
This is Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Radio Network.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I truly can't believe I'm on my feet doing this broadcast right now while I'm sitting, but that was a long, fun weekend. Got a lot more images that we're going to be posting up, but I am adrenalized because of the weekend, and of course, I've got stuff dropping on my head here in the studio, but it was a great weekend. It was a great weekend. And the Conscious Life Expo, if you've never been, seriously, start making plans to come and hang out with us next year. And you can enjoy everything that we're talking about right now. And here's the other part. I want to get to some other stuff that I was gifted. I can't wait to fire this up. Incense. You know, when somebody comes up, and it was some parents with their kids, but one of the kids wanted to meet me, and comes up, and I'm shaking. Jimmy, here, I got this for you, incense, because I know you like incense. And I was talking to the parents, and they said, we listen to the show. They listen to the show. They've got to listen every night, and they were just so excited. And there you go. So I'm going to fire this up. But again, with intention, a gift with intention. They I talk about incense and things, and they wanted to make sure that I had incense for the studio, and so I got that. Now, next up, everybody knows I love Rick and Morty. I talk about Rick and Morty. I can't wait for the new season. And if you haven't seen Rick and Morty, and I can't, I should be some kind of, paid endorsement for Rick and Morty. That is the best television series that has ever been created for television. I think it's number one, above everything. So Ramon got these for me. And first up, I got a Rick. You got to see this. It says, science is wise. Follow its advice. Can you see what that says? Look at Rick. And I can't wait to wear this in public. That's what I'm talking about. That is special. And then, in case you got to top that off, this is my Rick and Morty hoodie. You ready? Bam! The Rick and Morty hoodie. Full color, wrap around, continuous print all the way through the hood. And everybody is there. There's Summer, there's Rick, there's Morty, and hoodie. This is the back. That's a hoodie, man. Mr. Pickle. This is special. I cannot wait to wear this in public. So there you go. The Rick and Morty hoodie. That's a gift with intention. And thank you so much, Ramon. Okay. Where am I going next? I had a thought that was in my head and something to share. Is this. So, Billy Carson. And now Billy, on Friday night in our panel, when you have a panel, you know, with Linda Moulton Howe and William Henry and J.J. Hurtak and Caroline Corey, and you've got Adam Apollo, and the conversation that we had on stage, because it was all of us interactive, going back and forth and elevating this. Supposed to talk about megalithic structures and ancient secrets, and we did some of that, and then the conversation just evolved from there. And Billy stopped man, and brought the conversation into other directions. And that was Friday night. And the applause and the interaction from Billy and the things that he brought, it was incredible. So then, now I introduced Billy, and while we were waiting to bring in the audience and stuff, Billy and I had about 10 minutes on stage, and I hadn't talked to Billy for the entire conference. But so our moment together was on stage before everybody came out, and I shared some things. But anyway, so then I went out, and this is what I want to announce to everybody. Then I went out and introduced Billy, and I talked about the projects that Billy has put together over the years, and I've had the honor to be involved with, and that is the launch of his television network, his 2 books that he released, and I got to write the forwards to those, and the other stuff, and the conferences, and these things that the streaming conference we did last year, all of these projects. But every time Billy thinks of something and comes up, he delivers. He follows through from beginning to end these incredible projects, and he continues to do that. And his TV network, Forbidden Knowledge, forbiddenknowledge.tv, this is an extraordinary network, and the amount of work that is involved with this. And here's the other thing that we are working on. We have been shooting a movie. I'll just tell you, it's called The Black Knight Satellite. We've been working on this movie now for about a year and a half. And we are at the tail end of it. It's in the editing phase. We've got a couple of more things that we are going to shoot. And then we are pretty much done. The special effects and the graphics and the editors are working on it now. It's in post-production. But we're going to shoot a couple of more things and get it inserted. I will be flying out to do some more shooting next week. I'm not going to show you, but let's just say I'm going to do this really fast. Here are my tickets. I'm flying out next week. Billy Carson directing this film, and it's just another project that Billy has put together, and it is done. And this film is incredible. I'm telling you, I've shot now for this film like three different times, and reshot. And we're going to do some group things next week. So I'm going to go out and do that, and then that will be finished. And that is Billy Carson. He is incredible. So I wanted to share that with everybody, and that was one of the things that we were talking about on stage. Here we are on stage, and people think we're up there. We're actually on stage going, okay, so we're going to do this, and then we're going to shoot this scene, and that's what was going on stage. Oh, here we go. Okay, so here is Billy on stage. Billy and I, right before I introduced him, but this is that moment. It looks like I have a beard. Oh, it's a shadow. It's just like I didn't wash my face that day. But there's Billy and I. I have got so much respect for him, and everything that he does, he finishes. And some crazy ideas. Oh, I'm going to start a TV network. Well, he did. We're going to do another TV series. Shot it. We're going to write another book. Did it. Let's do an online conference. We did it. Right? And that's Billy Carson. And all for this community. Just an incredible guy. Here's a shot. Okay, yeah, this is Billy and I, right? Just right there before everybody came in. I don't know who took this picture. But thank you for that. But that's that might be a Brad Harris special right there. But there's Billy and I planning out. There's Jake. Okay, so this is Jake Taylor, and Jake is at every conference. He's a huge fan of the show. Very talented guy. A very funny guy, very cool guy, and that's it. That guy is gold. That guy has a heart of gold. And normally we're hanging out all weekend, and this picture is special to me because this is like midnight last night. So the conference is over, and upstairs all of the vendors are tearing down their booths and packing things up. I had to do the same thing. So I leave dinner last night. I said, guys, I got to go get a bellman. I got to get carts. I've got to pack up the thing. I've got to do this. I got to get everything up. So I left dinner midnight, and I'm up packing, and up comes Jake. Jimmy, man, what's up? I said, dude, you're here. Were you here all weekend? I was. And I didn't get a chance to see him, but at midnight last night, after everything is torn down and packed up, we had a chance to finally sit down and talk last night at midnight. But that is a special, special young man right there, and I love Jake. He's great. So that's what that picture is. Let's see, what do we have next? Is that it? Is that it? I've got more pictures coming up in a minute. Sorry, faders and Jimmy. I've been fighting the tyrants in Canada. Is that what is going on? Yeah, Jimmy, after the show, that is Third Stone. Oh, by the way, I've been ignoring this. We can do some of this now. If you were at the Conscious Life Expo, give me a call, 747-228-2051, 747-228-2051, and I'll make sure that the phone lines are open. And yes, they are now. 747-228-2051. What was your favorite moment? So many great presentations. And I want to get to Bashar next and how that went down And those images will be popping up. And if you took any pictures at the Conscious Life Expo, please post them over at hashtag F2B. I was getting some questions earlier about the presentations there and when will the videos and stuff be available. I would suggest that everybody, this is my advice because this is what I am going to do as well. Stay on top of ConsciousLifeExpo.com, and there was streaming that went on. Everything was captured and videoed, and the switching and everything that was there live is archived. So I am sure that you will be able to go back and watch all of these presentations, and I think one of them that everybody should go and see if you get the chance is Daryl Anka and Bashar. And let me tell you why. And we talked about this last night for quite a while for everybody that was there with the event. You saw how we did it. And so Daryl and Bashar were remote, and I was interacting with them live on the stage, and so was the audience. And but here's the deal. And this is why I think everybody should go and check this out. If you have seen Bashar before, you know that Bashar can speak very scientifically, very deep. And some of these concepts, whether it's time travel or our reality, your reality, multiverses, parallel worlds, and where Bashar is and where he comes from and then how that relates to Earth and our past and our future. These concepts can get very, very deep. Now, for Bashar, this stuff is just coming out because not only is it understood, but there's another part of this that there isn't a question. You always know the answer, and there's, and it just gets... it gets very deep. It didn't happen this way this time around. The conversation between Bashar and the participants, and myself included, was very, very conversational. It was a different... It was a different way to absorb it. It was, easier because it was so direct and so conversational. But and the ideas behind it were all deep, of course. That's Bashar. But this time around, I didn't have to. When Bashar did his original, this is like 20 years ago, concepts of time travel, I had to listen to that 15 or 20 times. And I felt like I was getting it, I was understanding it, but it was so different from other theories behind time travel that it was hard for me to absorb. And I think that I finally eventually did, at least most of it. So take that and the way that I've been dealing with this for so many years. And then this time around, this is the fourth time that I've introduced Daryl and Bashar and I've gone through the presentations. This time, I was like a part of it. I didn't feel like I didn't understand, that I wasn't absorbing it, and that I would have to go back and re-listen and try to figure out what it's going to. Not this time. It was a conversational thing. And everybody last night over dinner, as we were talking about the way that Bashar related to the audience this time around, everybody, it wasn't just me, everybody said the same thing. Wow, this was a different conversation. So stay on top of Conscious Life Expo. If you can go and watch Bashar's presentation this time, if you get a chance to do it, absolutely go and check it out. I don't know how they're doing it, but if it does become available, I'll try to stay on top of it. I think you should too. And if I find something out, I will let everybody know, because people were coming up to me. What? We didn't get to see Bashar. Can we see it? We did see Bashar. We want to see it again. How do we do it? I didn't have those answers. And I had told everybody yesterday, and I had to respond to a couple of texts that came in earlier today about Bashar. I said the same thing. You guys know what I know. So just stay on top of the website, and hopefully you'll be able to see that presentation, because it was incredible. It was a moment. And also, you do need to go and see the video that I posted to be walking out on stage, because it's really cool. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's Moyna's picture got posted again, and there you go. I apologize for that. Here are the images, close-ups of Mark and Deborah's crystal that they gave me, and here they are. And so you can see the size of it. It crosses all of my fingers. So there it is there, and that's in high res. So you can see the shot. And then the next picture, yeah, there it is, with the stickers on the top. I'm not going to take those stickers off. So you can see it here in high res. Here are the stickers, but you can't really read it. But here you can in this shot. That's a treasured item of mine. Look at that. It's just crazy. And what you think that's exactly what it looks like. It is that bright. It's incredible. It's like glow in the dark. It's incredible. His and her rocks is where that came from. Okay, let's see what we have next. What's the next shot? And here are the girls. Okay, there's Michelle, there's Sarah, and there is Erica. Sarika Bruskman Cosme. But okay, so these are the three that came and grabbed me for this is when this picture was taken, for the Indian palm leaf reading with the thumbprints, okay? And the description behind that. It's too deep of a concept to go into now, but and as I learn more, but everything that I was told, for 2 or 3 hours last night, and the process of going through this, it's like, no way, right? Okay, so, but it's these three. Now, you guys know all three, and that's fine. But for us to be able to hang out together was great. And this is the second conference for Sarah and I to do. Of course, Michelle and Erica and I have done, 50 conferences together. But here's the deal. So Erica, down at the bottom, Erica and her husband, Brian, we met outside of Fade to Black. Erica, I hope you're listening right now, because we were talking about this last night outside with some other people, that Erica and I and Brian met as people. I think Brian had his guitar, and we just became friends. And Erica and I now, and Brian, but we see each other all the time, and the birth of their son. I remember when Erica was pregnant, and now I think their son is like 3 years old. But I remember all of this. But I want you to look at Erica's face. Of course, Michelle and Sarah. But Erica and I have been friends for a very, very long time, and there you go. And so Erica has done and completed the Indian palm leaf reading situation. All right, she's completed it. And I think Michelle has too. Sarah's in the middle of doing it. And of course, I'm at the very beginning of this. And like I said earlier in the show, Sid Goldberg after hearing it, just like me, jumped up immediately and went and started the process too. By the way, so did Ramon. Ramon, I know you're listening right now. And this is pretty exciting. And I know what if you know about it, that's great. If you don't, go and start doing your research. It's pretty amazing. But I know I'm being very evasive right now, but I want to go through the process, and you're going to go through the process with me. And at that point, I will lay it all out. I'll bring some specialists on the show, and we'll cover it then too as well. Okay? So that's that. And I have some other images that will be popping up after the break. This is Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. Tonight is our annual, we do this every single year, our Conscious Life Expo Recap Special event. That is what is going on right now. We have pics, we have video, we have stories over the last 3 days. And if you want to see everything, just go over to hashtag F2B, the sandbox on Twitter. All of the images are there. The video is over at my Facebook page, and you can check it out there. I'll be right back after this short break. Stay with us.
You're listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's your girl Vivica Fox here, and you are listening to my boy, Jimmy Church, on jimmychurchradio.com.
Despite popular opinion, reading a book will not make you smarter.
But listening to Jimmy Church will.
This is Jimmy Church. Jason Martell's book, Knowledge Apocalypse 10-Year Anniversary Edition, is now available. Most ancient cultures speak of a time when their gods visited them. They never say their gods came from across the ocean or from the mountains. They always came down from the skies. Was ancient man visited by gods or extraterrestrials? We have not been told the full truth about our human past. There was a time when all the ancient cultures lived amongst beings they considered their gods. The search for truth leads us down the path of learning where the ETs might come from and why they are here. To understand some of these advanced topics and learn the truth about human origins, buy the new book from Jason Martell, Knowledge Apocalypse, now in its 10-year anniversary edition, available on Amazon.com by clicking on the banners over on our site, or simply visit JasonMartell.com. That's JasonMartell.com. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and I take Life Change Tea supplements every single day. It's what I do. Click on their banner at jimmychurchradio.com.
Are you ready to read about true paranormal events? Unex Media publishes nonfiction books about UFOs, ghosts and haunted places, time anomalies, cryptid creatures, and more. Just like KUNXDB Radio, it's all about unexplained phenomena. Visit www.unxmedia.com to see our list of great book titles by Debbie Ziegelmeyer, Gene Walker, Devin Listrom, Wayne Lawrence, Bill Spicer, and yours truly, Margie Kay. That's unxmedia.com.
When you take the beans from Central America with dashes of Indonesian and African mixed in and then roast it to the dark side of Fade to Black, you create the ultimate brew of fringe. Introducing the Fade to Black blend from River Moon Coffee. Yes, River Moon's darkest customized roast was created for the love of Fade to Black. The alchemy of masterful roasting and smoking the beans is in every sip of this full-bodied, dark Java. I need my coffee dark, deep, with distinct bittersweet chocolate highlights, just like the bunker. Leaning further into the darkness of the roast is Fade to Black blend from River Moon Coffee. Just click on the banner at jimmychurchradio.com and use the promo code F2BBLEND for 15% off of your order today.
This is Billy Carson with ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. Forbidden Knowledge TV has just reached its 1-year anniversary. That's right, 1 year. And as a show of appreciation, we are giving all new subscribers a free 30-day trial of ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. That's 30 days to binge watch thousands of movies, documentaries, conferences, workshops, lectures, yoga classes, meditation courses, and so much more. So log on to ForbiddenKnowledge.tv from your computer or mobile device, or get the Forbidden Knowledge TV app on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, iTunes, or Google Play today, and use coupon code 30daysfree. That's coupon code 30 days free on ForbiddenKnowledge.tv today.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from TalkStream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
This is Kristen, Erica, Brittany, Gabby, and you're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com.
It's not a lifestyle we chose. We were born this way.
This is KJCR at JimmyChurchRadio.com.
All right, welcome back. Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. I just got some other images that were sent to me, so I'm going to post these up. This is our Conscious Life Expo Recap Special, the 2022 CLE that we do every single year here on Fade to Black. And these just came into me, and so I am going to do these one at a time in real time. And I know it's a drag that it has to be done this way. But so let me go to, let me see if I can speed this up. And I'm going to do this live on the air. It's just the way that I am going to do all of this. Okay, so let's see. We're going to call this 9. And I think I've got it. Okay, so let me go to, I am going to do this. Okay, I got that up. Let me see, add another image. Let's go. See, I didn't have time to do this during the break. So you guys just kind of go with me. This is called IMG. And where are they? Where did they go? It would start with here. Okay. That's not popping up. Okay, so let me go to there it is. Okay, I almost needed 2882. Yes, let's go with that. And then don't tell me it's not going to post. See, it's weird. Twitter is IMG. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, let's see, 025. Let's see. Oh, they're not. I have to download these first. They're a different file type. There's no way for me to convert these in real time. Let me just tweet this one out. This one's going in fine. So I have to convert these? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I know how I can do it. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to rename this. You ever rename a file and call it something that it's not, and then just to see if it'll work, and then it does? Okay, so I'm going to just... And I'm going to do the same thing here with this. I just changed the extension name and pray for the best. And let's see. I think I got that right. I'm going to do the same thing here. I do it all the time. I'll change the extension, and it usually works. So now I've just called all of these JPEGs. And let me see if I can get this to work now. And then we'll go back. Okay, so let's call this will be 10. So we keep this in order. Okay, so now let's go to this and go to here. And I'm going to select this. Yes. Okay. Oh, no, it's saying it can't do it. I hate this. Wait a minute. Okay. See if this works. See that work? No. It won't do it. But it's. Let me see if it's working here, folks. I can open it up and I can edit it. And let's see. Wow. Huh. I tried to pull it off. Okay, there's this one picture of the panel. This is from Matt. He's our audio guy. And this is from the opposite side of the stage. I wish one of the things that we didn't do here, because this room is so big, and the room is out with wings, and you have these different wings for the audience, and it's fanned out. It's very cool. It's like ballrooms. It is a ballroom, and the way that it's set up, we don't have any audience shots here, and if we had Brad Harris, he probably has some different angles, but you can't see how packed. And the reason why I bring it up that it's full, and everybody there is appreciating the conversation going on the stage. And you can't really see it. But anyway, so that's an opposite shot there. This is the panel. There's Caroline Corey, Adam Apollo, Billy Carson, William Henry, J.J. Hertock, and Linda Moulton Howe. But I can't believe that these other images just will not post. And they all came in. Let me try this one. Did I not save it correctly? No. It will not do it. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's right. Yeah, I'm trying to do this. I'm sorry. And I'm doing this in real time, and it's just not the way you want to do the show. I'm trying to see. No, that's right. It should post. It opens up as a JPEG. I'm looking at it right here, my photo edit. It's right here. This is a great shot. If I told you what this shot was, everybody would just be upset that you can't see it. And there's no way for me to save it as another file. And I'm trying to do, let me see, if I do an edit, let's see, let's do this, and let's just see if this saves. No. No. And this one is, nah, I can't believe it. Okay, let me do this. I'm going to try this one more time. And no, there isn't a copy of it. Each one of these is saved correctly. I'm telling you, it looks correct, and this happened to me earlier today with the movie files. I don't know if there's something that has changed in Twitter. Yeah, save it again. I just get it. Or just take a quick snapshot, Donnie's telling me. All right, you know what? Let me see here. That's a great idea. What if I did a screenshot? I could do a screenshot, right? Okay, I'm going to do this in real time. If it's going to force me to goof off like this. If I do this and then I do this, this is a screenshot, right? And now, boom, and we'll call this 1, and this is, that's it. I am done. I don't want to waste any more time. Okay, so that one's done. So that's a screenshot. Okay, so let's go to the next image here. Real time. And I want this one right here. Let's go here. Now we go here. We go to new screenshot. Okay, and that's it. I'll do 2 for you so we don't take up a bunch of time. And then let's name this one. Now, if I go here, paste. I'm doing this as fast as I can, everybody. Just stay with me. Okay. See how this is what life does to you these days. You have to be skilled on the computer and then do this stuff in real time. But I think I'm showing everybody that I actually have some talent and I can pull this off. Okay. That posted. Okay, here we go. Let's add one more image, which is going to be the next one that I took, which is this one. Boom. Done. Okay, so pull up. Now that the excitement is over, I hope this was worth the suspense. These next 2 shots, these were just sent to me, so I didn't get a chance to look at them and things. But this first one is Linda and I. And what was great about this, Linda, I'm getting ready to introduce her. But we had about, as if we hadn't talked enough this weekend, we had about a half an hour before her presentation. And so the 2 of us had a chance to just sit and talk about some of the things that were kind of exposed over the weekend about contact and about disclosure. But the 2 of us, and this was taken by Serena. She just sent this to me. And she sent me a few, but this is just one. But this is how it happens at Conscious Life Expo. And this is an opportunity for us, researchers and hosts and things, to sit and share information and talk about some of these things that are being discussed at the conference. And did you hear somebody and that's what is going on between Linda and I. And thank you, Serena, for having the thought of maybe I should capture this. So I've got some other images that I'll get it posted once I figure out how to get that done. But that's what that is. Let's see, this next shot that was also sent to me. This was just sent to me from Paula Harris. And this is Jacques and I and Paula were talking. But let me tell you how this picture happened. And this is what is great. Having breakfast. This is early in the morning. And they call me over to the table, and we get into the conversation about, I'm going to tell you exactly what we were talking about here, artificial intelligence. And Jacques wanted to tell me that the interview that we did, the last one that we did about artificial intelligence on the show was great, and that he was able to talk about things for the first time about artificial intelligence that he had never talked about before because of the questions that I was asking. And that's what went down here. And then he said, and then I thought about after the show, and I wanted to talk to you about it now. And that's what we were doing right here. We were talking about artificial intelligence and what it means for the future, how long it's been around. And that is this moment. And this was over breakfast, and it was tremendous. It was great. Later on, so enjoy this picture because I don't even know who took it, actually. But Paula sent it to me. So, but one of the things that Jacques stopped me as he was heading out to the airport, he was literally leaving and getting on a plane. He had said then, this was yesterday, I want to come back on the show and I want to continue the conversation about artificial intelligence. And I said, absolutely, let's do this as soon as we can. That was the last. So he was so concerned about this community getting as much information as they can about artificial intelligence now. And one of the points that was brought up in this conversation here that I just posted, those are not pictures you get every day. Yes, I agree with that. That's aliens are real on Twitter. Is this that there are two sides to artificial intelligence that are being discussed today. And one of them is the camp that is spreading fear about it. And I believe that we do need to have concerns. We just can't let artificial intelligence do its own thing. But there are those out there that are trying to scare the crap out of us and stop artificial intelligence. And then there's the other side where some of the original coding of artificial intelligence done back in 1967 and 1968 was done by Jacques Vallée. By Jacques. And so if there's anybody out there that understands not only the foundations and the history of artificial intelligence and its possible applications for us to benefit us, comes from Jacques Vallée. Right? And we are going straight to the source. And so the other side, so we have the fear side, right? Artificial intelligence is going to wipe the human race out. They're going to take over the world because they're going to be smarter than us, and it's going to be a world of androids and computers and the Terminator, and that's the future. There's that side. The other side is the groups that are developing this now are just like you and I. They have the same concerns, but they're not evil people, and that they want to look at the benefits of this, and they want to look at machine learning, and they want to speed up the development of different types of research. And I'll give you an example before I wrap. Here's an example. You have the search for a cure for a disease. Okay? All right. Now, this is just right off the top of my head. For a disease. Now, the traditional way to do this, obviously, is you get the best minds in medical science from every side of this, and they start their research. They're in laboratories. They are reading past research. They're doing testing, and they're documenting the test, and they're doing their measurements, and then they go and they analyze that, and then that goes to another group, and they put all of that together, and then they look, and this takes years and years with 1,000 minds applied to this. Okay? Or you could take the same analysis with artificial intelligence and do all of the reading, all of the compiling of the data, all of the measurements, all of the results from the laboratory testing, all of the past research from history, and all of this that takes just years of human and thousands of brains to get this and try, and it's a slow process. Or artificial intelligence comes in and does all of this in seconds, doing 10 years of research of 1,000 different medical brains of humans, and does all of that like that. Now, that's a benefit of artificial intelligence. That has nothing to do with taking over the world in Terminator T-1000s. Not about that. It's taking that kind of application of the power of artificial intelligence and moving it forward that way. So it's two different camps, two different ideas. And this is what it concerns Jacques Vallée and continuing this conversation. And he had said, Jimmy, just you've done your research into this, which is great, but it allows you to ask the right questions, and you bring it out of me. And I've never talked about this before because the questions weren't asked the right way, and therefore I never get a chance to talk about it. But we did it on Fade to Black, and I want to continue that conversation. Can we do it? That's what this photograph captured. This was Jacques telling me that the community needed to have another conversation with him and I discussing artificial intelligence and what it represents and the implications. And that's what this photograph is right there. That's exactly what we were talking about. It was heavy and it was cool. It was a moment over breakfast at the Conscious Life Expo. And that's why you need to go. The conference was a huge success. If you missed it, I get it. And I understand why the concerns with travel and big crowds. It's been pounded into our heads for 2 years. I get that. We're at the tail end of this thing if it's not already over. I was there walking around, 5,000 people and rubbing elbows, and I feel fine. Right. I haven't heard any reports, any concerns from anybody anywhere. So there's that. Oh, I want to leave you with this. So, and I didn't capture this on video, and I regret it. But last night, this actually happened. I'm walking out. This is about midnight. This is just before I took the picture with Jake, and I had to go up and make sure that my booth was packed and put away. And I'm walking out, and what do I literally walk into the middle of 4 pilots for a commercial airline. They've all got the epaulets. They've all got the captain's bars on, and they got their hat and the white shirts. And the 4 of them are standing there. And I walk right into, and I stop, and they're looking at me. And I said, how's it going? They said, it's going good. I said, cool. I said, do you guys know what you're in the middle of right here? And they go, it's the Conscious Life Expo. I said, it is. Do you know what it is? Well, we've seen it here before. I said, yes. But they didn't know. I said, it's consciousness. It's high vibe. It's that, and there's a little bit of UFO stuff going on. Right? I think, really? And now there was 2 captains here, 2 pilots that I'm going to say were about 60, older gentlemen like me. 2 that were younger, I'm going to say 40, 35, 40. All 4 were right there in this conversation. UFOs. And the one guy goes, real? So UFO? I said, yes. I said, can I ask you guys a question? have you ever seen anything funny out there? And the first guy on the right, older, 60, says, no, I haven't. And then I turned to that. What about you guys? No, we haven't. I said, now, would you right now tell me if you did? And they all said yes. And then all of them, almost in unison, we want to see. We all want to see. We know. We've heard these reports from the other pilots, from the military, and from the Navy. This is coming from them. We've heard this, and it sounds exciting. And so, yes, we want to see it. And if we did see anything, we would and they're all nodding their heads. Yes, absolutely, we would tell you. I said, well, thank you for that. You guys be safe. And hopefully tonight over the Pacific, you guys are going to have your first UFO sighting. And walked away. And then I remember, so I'm walking up and I'm like, why didn't I shoot video with that? It was a great conversation. And they were smiling and in a great mood. They pulled their mask down and took the moment to talk to me for a couple of minutes about this. It was great. It was awesome. It was the icing of the cake of the Conscious Life Expo. And you can experience the same thing when you go, because this is at the LAX Hilton at the LAX airport. And these flight crews all stay at the hotel for all of the big airlines. They're all there. And you have the opportunity to do that. And I'm just the guy that's going to go up and ask this. It was the first opportunity that I had all weekend. But I happened to just walk into this group. And I just stopped, and they were so cool about it. It was just so funny. It was a moment. And once again, I didn't shoot video. I should have at least taken a selfie with these four. It was great. Well, that wraps our 2022 Conscious Life Expo Recap Special event. We do it every year. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. And as I get more pictures and I get stuff in, I'll continue to post it, and I will try to figure out a way to get the movies posted into Twitter. Twitter's being finicky. But I'm too tired and haven't had enough time to go in and fight these battles. But I'll get it all figured out. All right. Well, again, I will see everybody tomorrow night. We are going to do UFOs and USOs tomorrow night right here. Deborah Ziegelmeyer is with us. Fade to Black is produced by Hilton J. Palm, Renee, Dennis, and Kevin. Announcers are Steve Harder, Gene Vitola, Mark D. Kovar. Webmaster is Drew the Geek. Music, Doug Aldrich. Intro, Spaceboy. SpaceboyMusic.com. Fade to Black is produced by KJCR for the Game Changer Network. This broadcast owned and copyrighted 2022 by Fade to Black and the Game Changer Network, Inc. It cannot be rebroadcast, downloaded, copied, or used anywhere in the known universe without written permission from Fade to Black or the Game Changer Network. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Tomorrow night, Deborah Ziegelmeyer, right here on Fade to Black. Underwater UFOs, USOs, UAPs, whatever you want to call it. What are they doing? We're going to do all of that tomorrow night and discuss her new book. Until then, I want everybody to be safe. It's time to fade to black.